It is Sunday, the 26th of February, and we're looking at the statue of Mary, Queen of Heaven, as she's called in some Catholic terminology. And she's on top of Notre-Dame de Bonsecours Chapel in Old Montreal, also known as Our Lady of the Harbour in Leonard Cohen's song Suzanne. This is the church that Leonard Cohen refers to as Our Lady of the Harbour. And we see below and to the left Jupiter and Venus in quite close conjunction, but they're going to get closer and closer until they're almost side by side, about half a degree apart on March 1st. So hopefully skies will be clear enough to see that. They've been pretty cloudy. They were quite cloudy last night. Couldn't see anything last night. There was a couple of nights, where I might have been able to get something halfways interesting, but for one reason or another missed the opportunity. So tonight I decided to get out there and try and get this shot. I was basically hoping to have this particular statue of Mary, blessing the planets, as it were, blessing Jupiter and Venus. So Venus is below, if I'm not mistaken. Jupiter is above. Of course, Venus is associated with love. Jupiter, not so much, shall we say. But in any case, I just like this juxtaposition. I'm not Catholic myself, but nevertheless, I just like the Queen of Heaven blessing the planets idea. You don't have to be Catholic to like that. So I've done quite well in terms of still photos, but I'm going to try and get some more. But I think we're pretty well finished in terms of getting photos with the Statue of Mary here. We're starting to lose the blue in the sky. I try to get photos like this while there's still a fair bit of blue in the sky, and I was able to do that. So I think we're going to move on. There are other buildings where I can get some interesting juxtapositions, even though the sky will be quite a bit darker. So I just wanted to mention that. So we're using a old Nikkor 105mm f2.5 lens at 5.6, apparently a 25th of a second. I didn't realize I was down that low. I thought I was at a 30th. And ISO 2500, so fairly high ISO. You need that to get the higher shutter speed for the video. And I'm surprised that I'm able to shoot it at 1/25th of a second. But on the other hand, I do shoot at a 24 frames per second frame rate, so it's sort of right on the margin there. But you can't really go much below that. And usually when I'm down at the lower end of things, I'm at 30th of a second or a 40th of a second. So for some reason, we ended up at a 25th. I'm not sure quite how that happened. That's it. We're wrapping this up, and we can see Venus is getting closer and closer to the base of the spire there. I'm not sure if Jupiter's moons will be visible in the video or not. It's not impossible. I'm sure they'll be visible in the still photos, but I can't be so sure about the video with the compression and everything. Anyhow, that's it. Though, just in terms of exposure, shall we say, the sky is very, very close to what I'm seeing with the eye. The Statue of Mary, and especially the spire at the right, is significantly brighter than what I'm actually seeing. So the exposure is more for the sky, but it's not too far off. The spire to the right is a little getting on the overexposed side, by a little bit, not washed out, but brighter than what I'm seeing by, I don't know, at least half a stop. Mary, a bit more detail than I'm seeing with the unaided eye, and a bit brighter, but not a lot. I'd say maybe a third of a stop, maybe half a stop difference than what I'm seeing. So on the whole, very, very close to what I'm seeing with the unaided eye. That's it for now.